Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Dakota Hudson gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Digging in, Jesse Winker, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
The count now at 2-1. Two and 2 the count. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Spoils another one. And this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. O'Neill waits on it. 1 away.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Now here's the pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Votto, a Canadian native. He's in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Batting third, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Digging in now, Mike Moustakas. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2 balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Anthony DeSclafani will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Settling in now, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 4-1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 4 comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Set to go now, Tommy Edman, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. First offering on its way. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Edman brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Galvis into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up in St. Louis, and with a little bit more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
Number 44.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across the first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more. but this weather won't affect anything.
The 1-0 home. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
A ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
To the plate now, Josh Van Meter, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
First and second here with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 4.
Stepping up now, number 4. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1.
I got 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Barnhart hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bader has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third.
The pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony DeSclafani. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is popped up near second base. Wong is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. 3 left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7.
Matt Carpenter.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Paul DeJong.
So Paul DeJong digs in next, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. DeSclafani is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Yadi Molina digging in now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
In the air to center. Number 4 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He's set. The 0-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Foul. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. DeYoung stands at second with 2 gone. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Into the box, Jesse Winker. 0 for 1 for him here in this
The
one.
left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Line drive to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The first baseman,
And with
number
1 away,
19,
let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. In is Joey Votto now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Wong has it. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
The batter.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Standing in, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled off. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the 3rd inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And one significant aspect of their offense is the running game, where they currently rank among the league leaders in stolen bases and stolen base success rate. I brought this up with some of the players earlier, and one of the pitchers told me, 1, it's fun to watch, and 2, I'm glad I'm not responsible for defending against it. Our guys will pick you apart if you're not smart. It's an athletic bunch, and they use it effectively, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Tyler.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Here's the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2.
Full count. 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
The pitcher, Dakota Hudson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Now back.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1's the count.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the 1-0. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll take a look at ball one. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just inside.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now it's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out.
Get that ready.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's inside.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Come on now, let's go.
Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take it.
3-0 to him now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-0. Still only one out in the inning. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again. Fear of bases being loaded.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2
Number
RBI
4.
base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 the count to Molina. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. And now our right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready for another chance? Harrison Bader, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Fouled away. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, and you have to figure he will not be thrilled with his performance in this one. Jose De Leon is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 87, Jose De Leon.
So stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. This year against right-handed pitching, O'Neill brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
De Leon, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a 24th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 3 innings complete. The Cardinals lead it 5-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aristides Aquino. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Smoke toward the hole and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now to the plate, Freddie Galvis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-1. On the ground to the right side. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Van Meter.
Now to the plate, Josh Van Meter comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. DeYoung gathers it in. And it's in time to get him. But 1 run is in to score on the play.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping in, number 4. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Reds 1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up,
ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
pitcher.
Now at the plate,
Number
Dakota
43.
Hudson. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
A windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, good eye. I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Pitch on the way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Late square, and this is popped up, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now batting, right fielder, Tommy Edman.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off for the Reds.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Jose De Leon.
The pitcher, Jose.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. First at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. One and two, the count to the Reds pitcher. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Back to the top of the order now, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Now ball two. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And that's over. 2-1. Now here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Digging in once again, Joey Votto, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Go back to Cincinnati.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh and 1, here it comes. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. Left side, but well foul. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Let's go Cardinals! Go Cardinals, go!
Outside, that's a goal.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And he fouls this one off.
Come on, partner, let's go.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Aristides Aquino, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
He's ready now. The pitch. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Second home run early in the year, as we are all tied at 5.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in, Freddie Galvis, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is O'Neill, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's safe.
Well, they're definitely starting to tee off on him now, and I do think it's a result of what we were just talking about. He seems to be laboring and not putting the ball where he wants to because of it. I think they've got to make a move here.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score.
Please. Now pitching for the Cardinals.
So a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call.
Wainwright.
Standing in now, Josh Van Meter, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His career line against Wainwright, he's 1 for 3. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and this goes right past him. Throw won't get him.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Matt Carpenter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Carpenter out in front a bit here as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. He's set, and the pitch. One out and a runner on third. Hit on the ground to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
Get down 1-1.
1-1. Here it is. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Ready with the 1-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 6-5 ball
The
game.
left fielder.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this.
Bader.
2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Harrison Bader is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Reds 5. So coming to the plate, number 4, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Number 4.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Wainwright, a native of Georgia. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Ready once again, Tucker Barnhart. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Liner in there for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Nicholas Castellanos will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Castellanos.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He'll start this one at 274. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Genesis Cabrera comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
So now to the plate, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Cabrera, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. 2 out with the man at first. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Come on, put on your glasses.
Hit on the ground toward the left. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Oh, that's a shame because he made an outstanding diving stop right there. That's when I think the adrenaline might have been pumping a little bit too hard and the ball just takes off on him. Too bad. That could have been a highlight reel play.
Digging in and looking for more, Joey Votto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air to center. O'Neill waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Reds strand a couple. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Matt Bowman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. So digging in now, Tyler O'Neill. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
O'Neill.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Yanked on the ground down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The 0-2 once more. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Lane Thomas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Lane Thomas.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bowman was born in Maryland. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-0 on the way.
3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. One out and a runner on second base. A strike, and it's 2-1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The 2-2 lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's another 2-2.
Helpful.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Van Meter takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and that misses. Ball 1.
Nope.
Off the corner with the splitter. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw into second. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score 1 on the play. Cards forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full. The Cardinals are out in front, 7-5. Ryan Helsley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Mike Moustakas. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Helsley, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Line towards center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Down the third baseline. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this foul tip is held onto by Molina. A fine play there by the veteran backstop to help record the punch out. At the plate, Freddie Galvis. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're down 2, 7-5.
Red.
Michael Lorenzen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding in, Paul Goldschmidt. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Lorenzen, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Galvis is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. set. Here it comes.
Ball.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Come on. Here we go.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 8th inning coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 7-5.
Your attention, please.
New
Now,
pitcher to tell you about. It's a guy drafted number 6
21,
overall out of North Carolina in
Andrew
2006. The 6
Miller.
foot 6-inch lefty Andrew Miller. In now for the Reds, Josh Van Meter. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Josh Van Meter.
First offering on its way.
Ball.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Ball.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Wong is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, number 4.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Standing in, number 4. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Bounce towards the mound. The throw will be in time at first, and Miller's got it rolling here. 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1, and a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 7-5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your
Robert
attention,
Stevenson
please.
will come on to
The
pitch
team
now as
is
he'll move
for
into the
Cincinnati.
8th spot in the
Now
lineup on the
pitching
double
and
switch
batting in
here.
the 8th spot,
Kyle Farmer
number
is into the
55,
ball game as well as he'll
Robert
slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double
now
switch.
pitching and batting 9th.
And that'll
Number
bring up the
52,
former top prospect,
Kyle
Harrison Bader. He
Farmer.
struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Let's do it, Cardinals.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Up with it, Farmer. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
Now in the
fielder,
box, Tyler O'Neill,
Tyler.
0 for 2 on his line thus far.
O'Neill.
Pitch on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And that misses 1-1. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Dexter Fowler will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Fowler.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Here's Colton Wong now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. Hit down the third baseline, reined in, and maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And they'll add 1 more as the run scores from second to make it 8-5 now.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get one first. Got under the feet to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edman. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at bat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Pedro Strop takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Pedro Strop.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Strop, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Now a ball hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second as he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Number 13.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter. This guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags, he makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
At the plate now, Matt Carpenter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
Swing, strike 2. Men on third with 2 down. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Alex Reyes comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Kyle Farmer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Kyle Farmer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Reyes, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 0-1 on its way. In there, strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here's another 0-2. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Joey Votto. Here's a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Reds down to their final out now. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. First pitch of the at-bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
1-2 now. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done. But hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
11-5, the final tally in this one. St. Louis used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Adam Wainwright earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 11 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 5 runs on 11 hits. 4 errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.